Good evening, lovely viewers. It's time once again for Truth Be Told. The truth, nothing but the truth. We're happy to come your way once again today. We appreciate your patronage last week. It was a wonderful session, and we want to urge you to call a friend, call a brother, call a sister to come and sit with you, share the link with them. Truth Be Told. We are talking about the wisdom for life. The wisdom for life. Truth be told, the truth, nothing but the truth. As usual, if you come online, I want you to link online by saying hi, hello, TBT. I want you to re-echo whatever we are doing so that we know that you are with us. Share your comments, share your views. We also want to accept questions so that we can be able to address them accordingly. So please, Mr. Osobe Mauni Ebi, Atina on share link in Mobi. Now, Basso Mammy Husa Waba, a patch of Oba, Obe, Mammy Waba, hello, hi, TBT. I can't be na Oshana Boa, and I was saying, I try to ho. Your cost now or question everything bisa. Another chain say, or view be on a point, because I saw the waiting me there, banner so ya kind, laying I chain yansa, ye de ebo yambra. Last week I started session B, which is naked but not empty. We came naked but not empty. You started here, no? Nze yenti mi and we yenti ene ye twaso every ho. Na answer na no mema coach akwaba. Coach.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're looking so good.
Thank you. You're also looking good.
Thank you, coach.
And the one a pink man. And Miss Madam white man.
Right man, that's a bridge in the pink one day.
Pink man say who maybe I know better say. And East Africa and BB.
And America, how baby.
Baby.
All right. So coach, you're welcome once again.
Yeah, thank you.
And I want you to quickly give us a recap of last week's session.
Okay. I tell for you, send a crazy kind, Yadamasi de Abribia and Mokai home. Na Jumadia Yedi no, Muni di mane fefe. Last week, topica, ye share and say naked but not empty. Naked but not empty. As we all know, every human being, irrespective of who you are, whether you came fat, slim, or in between, you came into the world naked. And most of us, we think that because we came naked, it means we did not come with anything. And that is why people think that we are empty. But by this lesson, we want all of us to learn that even though we came naked, but we did not come empty. Now, when you talk about coming naked, we are stressing the fact that the day you were born, you did not come wearing any cloth or dress. The day you were born, you did not come with any possession. The day you were born, you did not come with any title. And as at that time, you had no achievement. Because of the absence of these things, that is why we are saying that we came into the world naked. Esan say yamfa ntade ama, yamfa bibi anshe yensema amba, na yeni abodin biya. By that, we are saying that we came naked. But whilst we came naked, we did not come empty. Until when you look at the outward, you might think that we came naked means that we did not come with anything. But there is something that is buried in us. And the things that are inside us, or the invisible things in us, emubako abilities. Every human being, the day you came, even though naked, but you came having ability inside you. When we talk about abilities, we are talking about what a person can do now. You know that there are things that you yourself, as for this thing, I do not struggle to do it. These things are called abilities. Adia onyame de ye ba asase so no odi bi ahye obi bia mu. So I have my abilities, you have your abilities. So there's the need for us to know what is inside us. So you have abilities. Number 2, we all have potential. When you talk about potential, you are talking about what a person can develop to do in the future. Yawa ade bi ho a ene no ebe te se untumi nye ana unim ye, but e wo mu se with time bra usua na obo homodin putting in more effort no. Now what you thought you couldn't do, now you begin to do it. So most people have potentials in them. Akwala wa se ball ase or born 1-2 which has as why de kakra. But with time you find only a training na, then later we realize that this child had a potential of becoming a football star. Then we also came with what we call intelligence. Onipa biya no sebe uwo adwene. Now when we talk about intelligence, is the ability to learn. Into onipa biya no ade bia wo pese usua no ubetumi asua. We chere say you did not come empty. So whilst we came with intelligence. And untina ye we are seeing no say ye de akwala bia ko school. Because of school na ye kono. Ye nyina ye hu say akwala start here. Obu okro ntumi nkasa with time na fi okasa ne ya start with the alphabet no aka A B C sa no usua 1 2 3. Then with time not 2 letter words no usua 3 letter words 5 letter words afi no okona nim sa. It means that child, the day that child was born, the child was born naked but did not come empty because of our intelligence. So with time no who say akwala no to me esua bibi enti onipa bia no you have the ability to learn, then the ability to understand. Se obi kan bibi na wutumi ti ase a, it means you have something special inside you because enye obi a ena ewo bibi wo nimu a ebi e ma ne nya nti ase obu ha asebio wo kire ne bibi a obe ya on ti ase enti no onipa bia no God has given you the intelligence to be able to understand, then the ability to think and apply knowledge to solve problems. Enti sa nyoma we nyina no ye de bae enye se ye ba asase so ana yensa beka ho e wo yemu dada ene de aba no. Then let me talk about creativity. When you talk about creativity, the power to use imagination to develop something new, something different, and something better. Onipa bia tumi tenase na wasusu bibi o wadwen mu na say me kan we ni we bom me yese ni say me giri say betumi ayi say ampa so wo ye ne sa na atumi ayi. That is the power of creativity. Onipa bia ewo bi. The last I will talk about emotional capacity, the strength of a person's emotion system to handle feelings. Into obi o ha sebe se obi ya wade na eya say sebe bia bonasumu a, you are able to control yourself. Emotional capacity. You are able to control that feeling na aba umuno. Sometimes stress, you can be very stressed up, but you need to be able to control. So to be controller, that is emotional capacity. Inti Chris, sa nyoma ya boboso you know, edi adanse say, even though we came naked, but we did not come empty. Into onipa bia ewobi. Na de ya boboso you know, yen ka se ebimu wobi ebimu nibi dabi onipa bia wobi, but se ade no ewo mu a esese wo man epie because wa man empie a entumi na edi ene ye ho. So I believe that as we continue to learn ye be hu sene ye be masa enoma we nyina apie enti eno ene ye frɛ no potential. Enti ye say every person was born with a potential. The potentials no ena ye boboso.
Say everybody was born with a potential. The potentials near Boboson. Inti Master say because I share link I'm out nearby. Now I have any potential. And you may say we are going to delve deeper into why we are saying we came naked but we didn't come empty. We want to differentiate or juxtapose between the nakedness and the emptiness. Inti Master say share link but also if a few people now about man time so my Eric Abba. So Eric there, she say another year my was because you've been very consistent and time be no ba one plan now ba first mostly. By name's anti-root edinika, anti-root TBT. Return and TBT. Nerix, good evening, everyone. It's TBT time. Remember TikToker. Yeah, nearby Ernest answer. Sorry, Ernest answer say more grace, coach. More grace, coach. More grace, coach. And to measure say net dear TikTok for someone take you over now. And say Facebook ne YouTube for no agent giddy. Any coffee say my say, coach, I'm watching you live. I say, show up, I come on, show. My friend, I'm coming on my brand there, man. I see your help. I'm watching you live. All right, it's in the for yes, streaming on 3 social media platforms, that is Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Edia obetimi edia fasa bekai ho eye Boakye-Fosuhene. Boakye-Fosuhene. O hete so pe na wabekan ho nti ba jo share link na ma oni abi no. Obi a ntimi reach no ase amfa fo no afre ne say on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok na on hit on Boakye-Fosuhene. Obetimi bekan ho either on TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook. Na obekan ho a or as I say betimi dia ba ebiem so or sign wall comment bi na view bi am timen raise here and just akonya ho so betimi e dia ba na yetimi aka bom na yetimi esua ana ya chenyansa ye betimi de etu amamo na de abo yembra timesra so ba ma me hu so ba mesra ma me TBT kan bi na me hu so ba na ye new ending kita ho say kita ho de me am kas ehia ye p because me hu say ye no esua bibi ye konche na ye chia no hu say oh my comment there hu say oh we can one as a way in can but boy feedback now we really appreciate it. So please, as you come, try to add your view, try to re-echo any point that you think was useful to you, and as well try to bring any question up for discussion. If you have a question about me, I'm gonna be on the potential. So please don't sit aloof, come on board and let's have a very beautiful session. Coach.
Yes, sir.
We are talking about nakedness. I need to throw more light on nakedness at birth.
Okay.
Nakedness at birth, because we came naked. Yes, we all believe in that assertion. Can you, with respect to the topic we are discussing, can you throw more light on what we mean by nakedness at birth?
All right. Adebia onipa efemono. We go through certain things to draw lessons from it. And so God in his own wisdom decided to say, you have to appear naked before. So at birth, what lesson can we draw? Abra ya wa kwala ye be wono so ye oba so ye obema on hwehwe en obai. What lesson en na ye betumi asua film? Number 1, when we say someone is naked, it doesn't mean say ebia onipa koro no sebi ni su nifa so na emom as kire ne say de waba no ana de hu ne say oye naked no, that person has come to depend on growth. Into the baby that has come, the nakedness that the baby has come with tells us that that baby depends on growth. Waba se ne be ya obetumi anyi. And that is why adebia ye wono no adekro nyi adebia sebe emwa ye wo mwa no mo ye nkwala den omunyi. So your nakedness at birth means that you depend on growth. So in the same way, what the wabra bosi hoswa a drew babia, you might think your life is naked, but even if it is naked, you should know that that life depends on growth. So with time no say wabra bona hu ni say naked no, with time no ensisan beba, you know, growth brings change. Any timer bibi ebenyi no esesa anya hwe kura no ade bia enyi a anya hwe kwa, it increases in size. And when you be hu akwala bi say akwala we na why tenten sa no, we na ne de why say no, because growth is something that as a human being you depend on growth. So a baby that is naked means that that baby also depends on growth. So the mystery here is that every human being, every destiny depends on growth. Until what Jane said, sometimes you need to assess to see whether your life is growing or not. Yemu bebre ho a de ha adwene say we are just walking through the life, which is something I see a jai. A true baby as a assess life. You came naked, it's true, but you did not come empty. You came naked because you depend on growth. So as the time moves on, you have to see growth in your life. So growth now madia, it means something is wrong. Into Chris, you can say a baby is naked at birth. The lesson we are drawing from it, first lesson, and say that baby that has come depends on growth with time. With the man 1 year, man 2 years, man 3 years, ube hu akwala na oda kete na waye kese kakra na fede otumi nante na otumi ekasa. Meanwhile, da ya wo no otumi nkasa. So we depend on growth. Then number 2, a baby naked at birth means that that baby must learn.
Baby must learn.
Must learn. In life, you must never stop learning.
You must never stop
You must
learning.
never stop learning. Do you know that surprisingly, those who are professors in the academia, even Professor Emeritus, do you know that sometimes they sit down to listen to people?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Sometimes a bit presentation, they have to sit down and listen. Be your area be only knowledge be our. It takes somebody who is not even a professor, but maybe a PhD holder. Now about chere. So in life, we keep on learning. Never stop learning in life. By we easily give up in life. Once we give up everything, including learning. So the question I want to ask is that, are we learning? Do you learn from it? So be a do you learn from it? Say uye mistake, do you learn from it? Say o try bibi na anye, do you learn from it? So life is about learning. So let us continue to learn. So the fact that you are naked doesn't mean that you are empty. No. It means that you have to learn. So long as you are ready to learn, what is inside you will come out. Then the next thing I want to talk about, maybe the last one, means that you must develop. There must be development. And untina obi echo primary school ne oko JHS say na wako twere BC or twere BC ni wi a na de call SHS owie obewie a o twere wasi meboa.
Yeah.
Enti wa say no odi kan twere BC afa we moving a step further. That is the development. Or nanim or twere wasi wi a na fe they enter into the tertiary. Afe bia na wakobo first degree, obi wie kwa na obo second degree, that is masters. Obi bia na obo enti life no, yeah, what we say obe develop. And what we have to understand is your life is in your hands. Your life is in your hands. It's not in somebody's hands, it's in your own hands. So if you make up your mind that I want to develop, you can develop. And those that we are celebrating, remember, say, some years ago, about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they were nobodies. But because they decided, they saw that they were naked, and the nakedness means that they need to develop, and they have developed themselves. And then, those people have developed themselves. So it means that when you also develop yourself, you too, something good will come from Nazareth. Inti yenji yehuni na yehu say naked at best means that we depend on growth, we must learn, then we must develop.
Wow. Thank you so much, Coach KBF. I want you to still share the link to a brother or sister and tell them that this evening we are learning that naked at birth means that first, you depend on growth, so you must what? Learn to grow. Secondly, it is a must for you to also learn. Then you must as well. It's a must for you to also what? Develop yourself. Patrol, we are streaming on 3 social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And the name I can join us with is Boakye-Fosuhene. Boakye-Fosuhene. Patrol, Oba, Mami Waba, just Auntie Gifty Abadi, my host of Auntie Gifty. You are welcome. I think so far just these few people na Abba. Mr. Patrick Shelling can now for making when I intimi in Sia dear Embom. Me share Member TikTok, I'm still na yen papa and nest ansu and kwana still na me hunu ho. Member okay. Wow. Eric said beyond our nakedness is a great potential. Beyond our nakedness is a great potential. Inti Mesro say, because share na man for me kind one the issue e idea usua bi na wo be kind ho a be boa pi. Inti Mesro say quickly just share the link to a brother or sister. But also don't be selfish. Share it with a brother or sister. What the to her ye kind na amount for enya bibi efrim. Inti Mesro say oba so ama ye hu say waba na can be question be also fabra. E bi kwanya wo question na wo hia. But the question might help someone else. Mr. Oba, my own Sawaba. Me say, yes, say, okay, I'm to say, I'm here. I'm Pajama Hoop. Mr. says, Oba, my own Sawaba, just notify us by saying TBT, welcoming us in any way, as well as bringing or putting your comments out clearly. Now, our questions are a bit media, but then together we can share or learn from what we are discussing today, that indeed we came naked, but we never came empty. We came naked though, but we didn't come empty. We have learned that we coming naked at birth means that we depend on growth. We as well need to learn, and it is a must for us to develop ourselves. So if you are not developing yourself, if you are not learning, then it means indeed you are telling us that you came naked and you are indeed empty. But we want to clear that assertion. Say, in fact, we came naked, but we are never empty. Coach, there are a lot of people who feel, say, still na the other people have some other assertions. Can you lay one or two out to our audience?
Oh, okay. Chris,
Yeah, Coach.
In life, one of the greatest things that you need is vision. Vision has to do with the eye. Also, you don't see anything again. So the moment you refuse to see, or your eyes cannot see again, it means you cannot move. Now, I feel life turns upside down to you. Inti adia ebia echrese eno. Now your mind tells you it is B now. Inti obi ohwa no ehu naked and say, number one, once I'm naked and life has made me naked, it means I am useless. We want everybody to know, say, there is no human being that is useless. Don't see yourself as useless. Don't think that because today, because of your current situation in this life, you are useless. Because unyanya jumanti, also you're useless. Because unyangware, also you're useless. Sebi, because onwoye, also you're useless. No. Some people interpret nakedness as useless, but that is not the actual meaning. It doesn't mean, say, you are useless. Your destiny can never be useless. Your life cannot be useless. In the same way, Ebimususuhuni say, it means that once my life has become naked, I have nothing, what, it means that I am incapable. Sane bimhuno, minyini se mitumi aye. Debia meka say, before you try something, two thoughts comes to your mind. You are supposed to join hands with one. One tells you you can do it. The other tells you you can't do it. But most of the times, surprisingly, we try to join hands with the negative. Minim the entia. Obi ko try exams, unyan try exams even. Exams the minyini se me pass. I didn't know unjini so sa obe pass. You understand me? So you must always go with the positive. Entime who say you are incapable. There is nothing. One say your educational system no. Akwa te say esese ye nyina ye fa one route. When it comes to say memorizing a thing and onyade, but a bad practical, see and fire and there, the person does better. Enti sa nipa no so bit me memorize bibi. Na obi so ntumi a, ne more than inside there. It means that the person, we can't describe the person say or you're incapable. Sebi brofo aye kan. Obi o ha ne brofo nka. But necessary oye no otumi ye. And if it comes for the person to interpret, at least otumi ke kambo ma wote ase. So it means that never see yourself as incapable. Ukosua adwuma bi and say something new you want to learn. Embu ho abam enka se menyi ni se metimi asua. No. Don't join those who interpret nakedness as incapable. You are capable. You are capable. Eyadea esese onipa bia wo ka kire wo ho. Tell your children they are capable. There is nothing you cannot do. Obi na to nyum bi say obibini aya ma na ye a sa wo so ye bibini a wo ya ebe ye bi say anka to na eto sa anyum no. Nti won so wo ye ebe ye. So never see your nakedness as being incapable. No. Then ebi mo so esan gidi say because I'm naked and my life I bisi basa, it means I'm inferior. Inferiority complex. Ohun who say sebi you on count. Meanwhile, so obi anye selection. Life na ye born no. Obi anye selection. Who holds the key to select in this life? Nipa bi no wo the key to do selection. Enu nti no one kasan men select who say onka ho. Adenti na onka ho. Oka ho pa fa ho hyembi. Ye nyina ye dim ye kɔ madam fu bi bisa ne sɛ na ho te sɛn o se o ye di nkwalai so enti ye nyina ya nkwalai ne ye di so sɛ wata sɛ ye wom ɛyɛ den ya be positive in this life enoma bi amoaye. Sometimes we think say ye feel inferior na ye hu sase ye nka ho mo na nipa be hu ye mobo. We attract sympathy from people. You don't need that. You are not pathetic in this life. Sabi you only pa koro no a wo hu ni say was chen wo no or no one is ne de na also wo de enti wo de na wo no ma wani nye ho and develop it, learn more. You have to grow in it. Enti no sisan wadwen ene say you being naked in your life, in your destiny, or profession for now no means that you are not capable, means that wo sa nipa no you are useless. You are inferior. Sa no money nyina no esese utumi yi free wadwem ende wo syllabus in life yi sa no money free. Don't allow it to exist. Won say abrabo no ho de wo de be hya wo ho no ene ka wo ho enti nyoma bi free ho abi before ye wadwem bi say de bia no we feel that we have to be at the mercy of others. As a way wa amwa me dia won say tell me bi because chale ne de wa amwa me dia ma wo what we say unwuye. Don't think say we. So life is such that your life is in your hands. Decide that even though I came naked, but I did not come empty. Bibi pabi wo mimu. Bibi pabi e wo mimu. Obi beka say na bibi pan e wo he. Ni nyina gina wo so. Grace minim say yebeduru ho. Enti onipa bia no enhu say we came naked, but we did not come empty.
We came naked, but indeed we didn't come empty. Coach KBF. Obeso say if you came naked, indeed you are not useless. Know that you are also not incapable, and as well, clear it from your mind. Say you are inferior. A coach inferiority complex, no, my baho.
Okay.
Because it is one thing that is killing a lot of destinies in our generation, in our time. Because a lot of people, like you said, aside the pittiness and every other thing, they feel say, I'm not deserving, I don't deserve to be at this point. They be asked who knows say he's below every other person. I think it's a canker in our time. We're just killing a lot of destiny. So I would come there. But Auntie Gift, I don't know whether you answered with what Coach just said. She has a question saying that is there any negative view of nakedness?
Okay.
Can we see it in negative form?
In relation to what we are talking about, we are looking at the positive side.
Sure.
We are talking about the fact that you understand? Do you know that even sometimes you should be able, by your personal belief and faith, you should be able to turn even the negative into positive?
That's true.
Yes. Sometimes she said, look at the sea. Look at the way they construct a bridge or road on a river or something. You do ko jina ho ne yaka say yenye kwan wa ha. Obeka say na ha dey be dan kwan. But somebody who is an engineer, an architect comes, looks at it, civil engineer, or say no, it is possible. You say. So you see that you are turning the negative into positive. So we are looking at we are turning the negative into, and when I explain too, no, say the nakedness at birth, no, it means we depend on growth. It means that we have to learn and we have to develop. Now the negative side, and say, because we came naked, it means that we are useless. It means we are incapable. It means that we are inferior. No, it shouldn't be like that. So we are taking the positive side of nakedness. I don't know if I've answered it. Now, Chris, the media can say, everybody must understand this one thing, that everybody in this life starts from zero.
Everybody starts from zero. Also one started from zero. The day you were born, didn't you come naked? When you came, but what I say, honey zero, no.
Honey zero, no. And now there is always a starting point to everything. Now, mathematically, if you are starting at a point and you are moving from point A to point B, whilst you were at point A, the energy is called energy of inertia. Energy at rest. In Tehono, time is not reading until you make a move. Now time no be started. And until almost 100 meters on your marks. Guess that. So the moment be started 2 steps na fei clock no timer no na start ye juma. Time o mu gina ho no yeka on your marks no, the time is not going. So we have to understand, say everything starts from zero. Everything. Before you can appreciate a mango tree, some years ago, the mango tree was just a seed. And it is from starting from zero. But a nyama, I feel it to me so manipulativity. Then we have to also understand that we have to grow. Growth is a process. And yes, that's what yana growth about. It takes time. Enti yanyini, enti baby a wadu abrabom sese no, it's part of life. Edu baby a abrabo tumi ye din ma, nothing is moving. It's part of life. Edu baby a even people can desert you. It's part of life. Edu baby a people are just around you laughing with you. Edu baby so people will ignore you. Ninyina a part of life. So growth is a process. So you should be ready to go through the process of growth. So whatever is happening, abrabo ankasa wotena se na odwen ho ankasa. Ade bi ebesi wa abrabo mu bia Chris aye o. Ade bi aye. Obi ama wo broken heart a, unhu se ne nipa bi tie. Se wata se, edu ba bia no obi aye 419. Sometimes ebi mu ji nipa di too much. Se nipa nje se aye no 419 ansa na nani ada ho ana aba ne ho so. So in life whatever happens is good. Edu ba bi crash, sorry to say, death is good. The Bible say edu baby yes obeko ayi ase se obeko party ase, because when you go there eboa ma sebi you wadwen ba ho so e ma wo toto nioma utumi toto nioma yi obi anu asase so onam a na adwen ne se mi be wu kina, but so obi awu a it means some years to come eye den ya wo so beduru ho e den ti na bi mu ya well ye baka se o hia obi so menya mu ye ntimi nya well unim da wo bewu. So all these things, you know, a boy may who send life at ye. So let's understand that growth is a process. In Tisene Washa and when you want our Koswa, whether what you are experiencing is good or not, continue the journey. Sana growth no at ye. Brea ye de seed ashe formono. A question the TMU mewa. Ne hu ye fi na so togusu na ye, but with time. Na germination take place. Na fe bathroom kakra. Then the plant comes out. Sa ena etie. Then I want to also add to say, we talked about development. Development requires effort. Chris, adia ba ko nipa bebre. Ye lacking no. We want to develop, but we are not putting in any effort. And now we are critical in wahu. Chris, enyoma bebre aba ewiase a, it drains our time. And my yen to me and develop a home bibi mo. social media abai kan be boba akobat me nya mobia di social media abai wan hwe ya Chris utumi betena ho 2 hours now te ho
whole day cry.
now ye bisa say that time no na any ho na people were reading books obi ha beko o books be but on kind meanwhile no on the social media and o hwehwe enkofo o ma dress na hwan the question you have to ask yourself is watching that, are you developing yourself? If you are sadibia obey and so ni so na eza ujai. So what I say, sometimes it's fine. You can just allot anything a leisure time no. A time be o hwe because kakra bi, but stay focused. You say you need to develop, and development requires effort. What effort are you putting in place? Debiano ye de sobo obon krofo bi. We kra me so moame, we kra me so onye say na wan kasa so e. What are you doing yourself? Enti Chris, I think this is very important. I say obibia ehu. Now, starting small does not mean staying small. Starting small does not mean staying small. So we shall say kakra bia enkyere se ho na obeka. Yenya sa gidi no. Enti se na na was starting small. A time will come, the small will become great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Starting small does not mean staying small. Coach KBF. I just because I share link na obi abeka ho. With regards to that, say coach, the lead coach of Life Coaching Consortium, and he's ever ready to meet you if you book an appointment with him for anything regarding or career, marriage, business, whatever area person in have a discussion piano. He's ever ready to make time for you and able to help you develop whatever potentials, whether intrinsically or extrinsically. And in Pacho person will link up with Coach. He's ever ready. You can link up with him on 020-843-8825. 020-843-8825. Meet him will be 020-843-8825. Another China. So person who said Tuesday be ye baha na betna se na ya discuss the wisdom for life every Tuesday. Now in any way, in any small way you want to come on board, you can come and give us a sponsorship package, and we are ever ready to also promote your business on our meetings. The master will say oba obetimi anya and also obetimi send no sponsorship and also obetimi Fred, your number is 0244-616963. 0244-616963. Na what is sponsorship first will be so I'm a young Jumedi Awudi. Na a bad Tuesday be a yet me discuss and yet me promote also business away. Currently we are going global, or let me say we are global. And see wherever you want us to take your business to, we can also help put you at that level. The messenger say, "Oh, business be, I'll be to me, I'll link you up, sponsor us in a way, and we'll also be able to help promote your business." You may say, "Oh, no person reach here, I'll be to me, after 0244-616963." So, and if you want to link up with Coach, regards to anything, consultancy, Patrol, whether ministry, career, marriage, any field that you feel you have something to, share with someone, or you want some knowledge about something, please 020-843-8825. Ofra say binyamre na ono anya discussion, and you come to attest later say it was a fruitful one. So Master will say you can take the opportunity by linking up. There are a lot of things unable to delve too deep into them. But aside the noble call friends at time will be your time. And I had a discussion. It's a message. And on Mondays, please, we have a wonderful session that we called Lord I Believe. Lord I Believe. The same time, 7:30 to 9:30. Yeah, what the Empire born. A lot of things go on. Praise, worship, everything. BBIB ingredients, Bianca Campbell manager say, "You are not sumptuous." In Timpacho on Monday 7:30 to 9 o'clock. You can join us on Lord I Believe, and you will never regret for joining us on that particular program. Yenia Benes Efa Boakye or say it is very true. That's really true. Eric says starting small does not mean staying small. Coach KBF. Starting small does not mean staying small. That is from Eric. In Eric M say Yamisha P. But you also have me who they also say though you are starting small, but it is not telling us that that is your end. Don't stay small. You can start small, but never stay small. We are learning about what? Development. As develop yourself, though you start small, want to see you growing. And these are some of the nuggets that you need in your quest to grow. Say yes, you don't say you have to clear certain assertions by not thinking you are useless, by not thinking you are inferior or you are incapable. Know that you came naked, but you must be able to grow. You have to also learn and you have to develop yourself. Yenia Editor Flow says starting small, okay, does not mean you are remaining small. Me pacha oba me si yung waba na beka and not together in BB TikTok. So far, I think I mean I'm for joining, but still now they won't person on my yes, BB free mo pacha mama yourself is mama yung say myself is me pacha TikTok for monkey come one na me won say mo go up but I want to see Odeshi. Odeshi, I won't carry. I'm with the more chenkwa. My parasites. With the more chenkwa, I'm going to say, Mobeche BBB, I'm a patch of Mombra Namosman Beche. So, the last area Coach Kasafa on, or say, you should know that everyone starts from zero. So, today, let's take it at an any hour for. Today, you're starting from zero. But please do not stay there. Work on yourself. Know that growth is what? A process. From one stage to the other. Please just start something and move from one level to the other. In order to develop ourselves, it requires what? Effort. So please don't sit idle. Put in effort. And coach, with my main real hakakra.
Yes, sir.
We have this belief, say a lot of people have prophecies. By April 1st. I'm in US. Into na what or 20 professor in Bedrina and one day busy na or go see US. Can you advise such a person?
Date in crowd use an April 1st, April Fool. It is any panel, April Fool na I think that yes, we are DB ever happen. One of our lessons, everything does not depend on God.
Sure, you have your part to play.
Yes, anytime say nyame kura kasa. Now God comes to Noah and tells him say he's going to use flood to destroy the world, but opesa o save no. Now opesa o save no, say can on save no. But God told him, gave him dimensions to construct an ark. You understand? Now or take more than 100 years. And or they build the ark. So here his effort is seen. And when even God has spoken, you have to look for your part. Sabi you crazy. The can fine. Nyame afa odifo biso akasa. Nyame nipa biso akasa so 1st April obekwa abruchiri. Abruchiri ne yakọ ne sen. Abruchiri no sen ne yakọ no. O kwa se ohia passport.
Passport, yeah.
And also so open say the American bamu also need passport. Then how can it be? Aside passport, you have to put in application. Then baby you have a interview. If you have a interview, ni no manoma. Sa amfasa ade ne so a. Menya wadwen say ye kata ye nite. And nyame say ye bekwa bruchiri ana say ye be yesi na ye de a. En esenka ayi obi se fofole abrabo no. But de bia meka say nyame otete ne ma. Nyame odeye fa entity mu. Enti na Bible say train up a child in a way that he should go. Ye okwan bi esa wo faso. Wa mfaso a emwa wo. Enti nyame o me faso ba ko ne say ade bi o ha nyame sofa no asofa. Ana say nyame be so more than half. Na kakra na eden ya ozo be so mbi.
So this was.
So this also. So let us advise ourselves. Na ye nyai say sebi you ya dwe ne say nyame yagya bibia ma nyame obi se obabe nyame dim besi bia first no yeah na sa nyum no but say I realize say no because we obi to say Jacob what was going on in his life. One day he decided to say no, this thing must change in my life. Then an angel, he had an encounter with the angel of God. He held him, said no, and now the same thing applies to Jabez. Jabez is so the life from be a cause no. I need to pray. So in the same way, we have to know, say, we have a part to play. Enti emfa ni nyina ngu nyame so ene emfa ni nyina so ngu o maame so o papa so ananse wunua ebi mo ha you realize bia ni nua panyi bi e wadwuma bi oye ne ade chese kakra bra wo so dey na wo ye. So what I say, we have to all get involved. We must get involved.
We must all get involved. In the editor floor saying, say, never despise small beginnings, because today's little starts can become tomorrow's great testimony. That's so powerful. Today's little starts can become tomorrow's great testimony. So powerful. Remember, TikTok for still na Odeshi group. Or more like it's but I remember YouTuber Nia Benes Efaboache say, if you don't start from number 1, you won't move to number 2. If you don't start from number 1, you can never move to number 2. So start today, start small, and you'll be able to achieve greater heights. Minya Isaac Abba will say, powerful coach. Powerful coach. Hey, coach. The fans na.
Me can't hear one naja. What they make one as I me bantino.
All right, Coach James, I'm running to to us where I want you to last week. I think there was a question with regards to this particular line I'm be Remy, and we're talking about development, and being able to see that we didn't come naked, our potentials and others. Want to know how can we discover what is inside of us? Okay. Discover ourselves, discover the potential. We want you to throw more light on the potential, the discovery. Okay. How can we discover what is inside of us?
Okay. Now, onipa biya no, ode nyame to nchen ya. Onipa onimu pa wankasa ho.
Okay.
Onipa biya. If you want someone who knows you very well, the number 1 person is you yourself.
Which means you are no.
Okay.
But there are people that Osha obi to me who obi. Now I can't know. I can see this thing in you. Now with time, if I can't say him say obi to me, I then so doesn't mean that that person didn't know him or herself.
Yes.
Me reality. Okay.
Me baho. Now I was trying to say the onim wopa first person one kasa. Then somebody too can study you. No to me hunde wo. But we are talking here firstly about self-discovery. Say one kasa. Ubehu. Now, we are all chasing wealth. There are 2 forms of wealth. But mostly no yeni wo baako so. Baako na kan yeni ni so. The first wealth, and I would say the most important wealth, is what we call inner wealth. Inner wealth. Onipa bia no gold ewo mu. Now, say you gold dey too free for me ba. When you go to the Bible, enipa dey na nyame dey enye not here. So even there is gold inside us.
Enkona ni.
Wa say baby agana ni. Wa dwen see as any ekona ni. So the gold is not a literal gold, but the potential in you. Enuntina sebi you obi to me discover ni potential na start ye adwuma na ade na ye adwuma generate wealth emano. So we are saying say everyone is rich inwardly because of your potential.
Everyone is rich.
Everyone. Nyame wani obi abro na make say obi ho a environment na obi pie mu no kwan bi so amwa no nti ama wontumi anye self discovery. Nti ne sa nipa no sometimes it takes time answer. Nti Chris uji this we say wo pie sebi you environment bia like bibia wo ho ene ebi mu de your friend saying computer na ade ne sua ade ne ade ukọ ba bi so a still something na ebi mu di sua ade. So compare and contrast this. And you know what we are saying, say within you, you should be able to discover yourself within you. Now, over then what discover? When we are talking about you yourself, and you obedient, so be discover the womb, but what discover? Number one, you have to begin to ask yourself certain questions. The first question is, say, what can you naturally do easily?
What can
you do naturally easily? Adebi oha, one can say, oh yeah, oh mere. Sadiana, oh yeah, oh mere is a potential. Because I don't know, say last week me kanya say even tank rolling, and you'll be an enemy. Enti ade a wo no betumi ayen easily no obi ntumi nye ena saa nipa ko no nso one de a ono so betumi aye enti wo hwehwe wo de. So whatever you think, say naturally I am good at this, it tells you, say it is a potential in you. The second question, we came to the world to solve problems. Now what problems can I solve? Enti we obi a yemfa ne say efie and answer among friends problem be about to me and was settle now ba. It tells that there is something in you. You are like a mediator. Say BBC or baby, such a person, your services will be needed. So what problems can you solve? Obi owa na ye ka akwala ebia or engineering abilities. Oya akwala no you say light way as a way and so papa. So that child has solved a problem. So that problem now was solving. Ama say this is the kind of potential a. Then you have to also ask yourself, what excites me? If we are say adeba kwa, oh yeah, then say oh yeah, dear na weni eje. Whenever you are doing something, most people are doing things that they are not excited about. Now, oh yes, ikum sunsum, and wow, it doesn't help you. Enti mekai say, yeah, discussing with you the difference between work and job. Your work always brings you excitement. You are at peace, you are comfortable, but work. Enti anytime be adwuma bi awo kwa ade e chen na obekwa na we it means that is not a work, it's a job for you. It doesn't excite you. But when we said there are things that excite you easily. For instance, Chris obi oha enyom to potential e wonimu. Enti anytime we be obeto nyom obete nyom no, the person is so excited. Mostly obetimi ato nyom sa. So such person, you should know, say you carry that potential of singing. And I say ebia love for music. Also music na nye singing kwa instrumentation eka ho. Then now mixing sounds and things. Into you say we need genuine. So it should tell you, say, then I have a potential in it. Then the last but not the least, what skills can I improve? Me ji say miniwe ye. Miniwe emu de hena me ji say betumi improve. Ne obe peke no. Say ye one, say ye two. It means say you have that potential in you. Now I come to the other side. Aside your self-discovery, obi so betumi discover what is inside you.
Okay.
Empanyi say opanyi ne hwe no o abatwe. Say what I say. Ena abodwe say ebeto anintonwi. Enti hu say obi a wafa life mu ana wafa kwan bi so no. Ohun say wo afa na wa start up otumi hu akwa we mehwe a obetuma say which is something to your advantage, because the moment you betumi ama wo hu say ade we na wo mu eboa. And sometimes say wa kra want to me anye self discovery obi betumi enso hu ne wo mu na waboa ama na pie. But on the other hand Jesus ani pa kon wa share that steady. Number 2, Jesus why ye nioma bi ama na daddy, because e bibi wo mu a empie ye obi ehu se nete. Enti ubom say obi jamba bi on there enyum bi na o to bi keke, but obi oye music inclined or take voice now say wow, what a voice. This voice can be developed and become a star. Na fi wa peke no. Now obi oha asa o jama bi o skills kakra on de oji se be sabi keke obi be hwe na we dancer oji di say no akwa we metumi afa a training ama ye te say. So that is how life is. So by this asking yourself these questions and answering them no ebe boa ma wo personally what is inside you, then obi susu a ebia onimo oni wo sen ache ana say what study from afar onu so betumi hu say enipa we na ewo mu. Chris,
that's a P coach himself. One my Asian my baby say about self-discovery and also an external discovery by someone else. In whichever way, one discover one bit everyone discover is good. But we are learning today is that there are ways you can also discover yourself. The first is by asking yourself, what can you naturally do easily? Again, you can also ask yourself, what problem can I solve? And you could say, you've been to solve a problem since infant, and I say,
Yes, so to me, every human being must become a problem solver.
Wow. So you are born to solve a problem.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, what problem can I solve? So far, in education, I'm making a headway.
And
there are other areas. So not just looking at what you can do naturally, but what problem can you solve aside that? What excites you? You have learned previously, like Coach said, say your work and your job, they are different things. The job, sometimes you're not even happy going there, but with your work, sometimes you're not even, if you're not even paid, some people still have the passion to stay in work. And that is something that we should look at. Then lastly, you're supposed to also look at what skills can you improve in order to be able to, discover your full potential and put it into good use. Let it not just be something that we are saying for it to while away time, but please let us make an impact with whatever we are learning this evening. The message is a social link, Namo be some mission, the issue may be non-discover any potential. I believe, say, indirectly, we know man discover potential because after learning these steps and they put into practice, they can also discover themselves, and you can look at them later and be proud of them. Say, this person thought he or she was useless, but after listening to this particular session, which is naked but not empty, it has changed someone's mentality. It has been able to transform someone from thinking he or she is useless and being useful. So please don't let us waste today's session. Call someone. Even after that, you can still share the link with a friend or a brother, a sister, a son or a daughter, and tell them that this particular thing is really an impact that we need to use in order to make an impact or change in our generation and in our time. I beg of you, share the link for someone to come and enjoy. And please, if you have also any other points that we've not yet raised, you have a question, please don't also hesitate. Bring it on board. BB and Freemo. Coach.
Yes, sir.
So you've taught us how to discover ourselves and as well as how to make others, or how others can also help us discover ourselves. Can we look at practical steps in order to be able to do this thing that we are talking about? We want to see feasibility. So what are the practical steps? I bet me. I discover. So
okay, Chris. I think the first one I'll talk about is you must invest in learning.
Invest. I like the word you use. Invest in learning. Okay.
Invest in learning. When you talk about investment, investment is iska. Do you know that even time is an investment?
Very true.
So invest time in learning. Invest energy in learning. Invest money. If you have to buy books, you have to go online and buy. You must invest in learning. So that is the first thing. You must invest in learning. Number 2, seek mentorship. Debi ameka say we are saying we are there obi di wanim in life. We are there obi di wanim. Sa nipa na odi wanim no, the person can become a mentor to you because baby afe na wo be fa no ono afa hodada. That is how come mentorship comes in. Obi mentor, it means say only pa krono at is school or level 200 or no level 400. They are why dada. So that person can turn around and come and mentor you. So you have to seek for mentorship. Now, an area say a wono. Akwete to say obi ampese obeba for mama obi aboano. Aha. Obi a na so me ameye.
In a boys.
But who say obi seeking for mentorship. Now one seeker, say nipa obi movie faster than you. You might reach your destination, but time will work against you. So let us always look out for those that can mentor us. Mentors are like counselors. Obe tufu, obe chira obe guide you. It doesn't mean say you are not wise enough or you have no sense. You won't be brave when say kaso be mentor and I on counsel ya na ya de minim nyansa na. Interesa. Or the be can the winim dada ne ho. Na the winim no or chira. That is it. Na onipa okasa aso no sa nipa so go school any ade na go school ma lecture ko chira wa then stay in the house obi can say we say 1 year any e kwatwi train but so long as say sebi you Grace my demasem no cray yes and what we are saying and he say we have to seek for mentorship. Then at the corner opposite will improve on, you have to practice consistently. Now, I studied something about mathematics. Chris, I'm not for baby say maths adding. But me will be some I say anything. Now maths the techniques. Most people are almost complaining say mathematics adding. When they are studying maths, they read the maths. It is a pamphlet, handout, textbook, or per se ya calculation or hwɛ or kind. 2x plus 3y is equal to then 3s mass yen kind. We practice. And now per se mass ka utrimu pa. Wakwa class ya kyerɛ bibi maybe Pythagoras theorem. So katwa. Ye kyerɛ wo wie ye no. Ye kyerɛ wa nopa. Enwumre wapon class oba. Openi ye pa. Go through what you were taught. And then practice it. Afebo say ade na beka utrim. There are things be o ha misua long time ago. It's still in my head. Say let me say maybe practically I don't deal with mathematics. But because you say no mo misua ye na no. Aka mitrim. Madana will be some say, hey, give me the quadratic formula. I will give it to you. So what I say, Obi or Hososwa, ensem bebre. So what I say, Obi or Wa, not going to say, Adian. But no, you must learn to practice consistently. Adipia ope say, Obi Bekaso, o ye master woman, or bro woman, or practice. One practice, any integer, I say, mass air deno. Be calculating, be working more examples near the available say okay. Then you have to get the formulas of mathematics. Mass a formulas. Mass a formula. One who formula na work here any your quadratic formula. You have to know it so that any quadratic question be at the bema you will be able to calculate. And you know, Chris, let's try to practice consistently. Then the last one I want to talk about building confidence through action. In fact, through action, building confidence through action. Most people want to build confidence, but they don't want to act. At the end of the one, two, and more, you can't even see your level of confidence. You won't see it. Entino edru baby afa hoshembi. Na jaisa misro enyeji misro. You have to stop that. You have to stop that. You must build confidence through action. Until bibi at a class, where akwala teacher for ebia wo bisa question bi onim kora ba pejanisa na waka okan kora no otia wo hwe ne level of confidence who say akwala we ye training no ana ye kira na de ya obeye sa but obi a ebi kro onim answer no ye nyina ebi ato ye da teacher to me bisa question asa wo fere wanka ye be bisa uni answer then obi aka say me hu yanka me kan but say wanka. So we need to build confidence through action.
We need to build confidence through action, but first you must invest in learning, seek mentorship. And you have to be consistent in whatever you are doing. Then you build your confidence through action. So don't sit idle, act, make a move, and definitely you will see results. Coach, another area that I want us to spend a lot of time today is comparison.
Okay.
And the reason why people are not even making certain moves is we are comparing ourselves, comparing. And I'm anyway in a shall say, what drew her? There's my classmate. Why you say, Inti? Sometimes I look at Buna Bem not was a woman the woman can you see about one day, dear Dreedy, just a Ajegu. Can you help us with that as well? Okay. Comparison. What does it do to us?
Okay. Chris, Ajegu Nene saying, who determines the end? You understand? Who determines the end? You are the only one who can determine the end in your life. Now, comparison idea is a killer if you don't handle it well. I will say that comparison has a positive side and a negative side. Let me go to the positive side. Say, hey, Bia, compare who to Obi, so that you improve, you learn new things, or what the person is doing that you are not doing to improve yourself a year. The comparison has to do with the negativity. Now, Chris, Obi, shall jaw, young Fanisa, and on Pacono, what progress here drew baby. I feel now, why do you compare yourself to such a person? We are sad, our bumbebu. And now, yes, sir, you are even going to feel the emptiness and more. Because only Pacrono, one word decline, and answer what shall say. But Nyajidi say, Entineka say, starting small does not mean remaining small. Intisawo, I feel now shall say, send on no do baby, and then I also be drew. Now, a bit to me, Pocraba say, Ube drew at Raho, baby, or no bequaco. So let us try as much as possible. Say, if we are trying to compare ourselves with others, it should be in a positive way, not in a negative way. And yet, comparison a bebu abum, a be more feel say, Sabi unye nipa, what dear wa mobra, sa comparison and ye papa. Now, Chris, do you know, say, whilst you are trying to compare yourself with somebody, Ebia, unimuno, ujirisa one ne shase ni adeno. You have to remember this. Number one, you don't see their struggles. Sa onipa na wo compare hono, ne struggle ne wo de enye pe wo. Ade bia ebia wo ne enen afa na wo fam no. So onipa kwa wa fam dada. So because you don't see their struggles, don't compare yourself to them. Number two, you don't also share their path. E kwan ya omunam so no, enye bi na wo so nam so. Eno na me can say Obi oha sabio ode ayi tablet ni ade ne sua ade obi susu oha textbook kura wonya bi obi oha se ne yete ha light si esu gine obi every baby a ana oti baby a electricity eni ho into almost lantern and none wo disua ade you get me and you have to know say you cannot compare yourself with such a person because mo path enyepe kwan nam so nam so no enyepe. Then the last one I want to say is that you carry a different design. Even the way nyame kura ye wo nya sa na oye onipa kro no enunti yeta kan say me say diulem in life try say obedi ulem try say obedi ulem udi ulem e beboa better udi ulem no it helps you to focus who say ahai and I'm say me to me I'm making it. This is where I feel say me potential. Then you work towards it, you develop it, then you become somebody in the future. Name so what the one say de biano what do want to be near there it's not going to help you because your journey is personal. Ubia brabo ya bono enyepe
Journey is personal.
Your journey is personal. And to be a bobra. I told somebody today, say, yeah, bobra. And into shawanim, nabo bra. Bra no ye momum. A individual affair. Na obi ohwa sebi you unhunisa. Focus on your development, not your comparison. Focus on development, not comparison. Fawadwen isi enusumu. Rich, I'm say kakra meka no.
Well, a better CP coach. I'm say be more senior because of a marine team me can comment in the point. Na can comment I can as I've seen said there is no question as at now. So comments na ba na dem shemo. Enko sombra me reading na before I be pon. Nti coach actually say yenhwe na yan compare ho because life is a personal journey. So no say those say obi e but obi are there personal. So the ulim how can so call you said we came naked, but not empty. Quickly and briefly, because of our time, what can you tell us so that we don't leave the same way we came? Because some people, if care is not taken, and here we come empty and go back empty. As we came from ash and we go back to ash. And to be honest, there, okay, then a lot of theories. Your background for him, your cousin for him, Brani pa brenyes kanyina wa sidan wa yewan owie no. Baby uncle. Don't stress no.
No kre. Sene ba no sa na ebeko. But after say wo ko no
Dimbe.
sa esese etumi kai wo. Why do we celebrate Founders Day in Ghana? Why do we celebrate it? Onipa no wuko, but we celebrate him. Adentia. So you must think about life beyond what you are seeing. Uni hwa esese ohu bibi wo ho. Now, even though the obe prenya nyina onfa nkode, but ukono, you have to see say echire no, you have left behind what we call impact. Esese nipa bi tumi ka say in fact Chris will impact my life. Esese nipa bi etumi talk about your influence positively. Esese nipa bi etumi hwe usuban so no mususua bi about your character. These things, say uye ni ya uwa wo de wa wuko, but it still remains and it becomes beneficial unto humanity. And no necessarily no. We don't edu baby I can say we don't only live for ourselves. It's true. Edu baby ade bi a wo ye no. Now mamen ka we say president biba na oye kwan a na ne time so no say president foforo ba ekwan no ordinary eko onfa kwan ne nko na emum ye gusu ayusu aba ye bodin say president so enso ene yes ade we oko but ye bonidin. So that is how we have to live our lives. We have to think of contribution. Enti family na obeto mu no e dey contribution na we ye wom. Abusuya efie na uba mu no brono na betena aso no asori na wo mu no adwuma na wo mu no se kina bi ukwa retirement contribution be na wo ye de be kai wo. It's very very important. E ya de se ye ni ba ho so wo say ye mu bebro ya dwen na ye media ko me de aka me na sen media ko, but you have to think of the aftermath. Say eye ya we still have to experience your impact, your influence, your character, and your contribution. One man said this, or say, the true wealth of a person is not what they owned, but what they built within and shared outward. Inti se yakase sebi onipa bi sebi edi a enye enioma na owo no na emom ne na ewo ni mu a otumi ma ne pie ya esun ebi mo so no eno na kire se obi edi na emom enye se wonya sika daima no na kire se
wadi inti coach no with the impact.
Okay.
Yede ke hu say ye discover ye hu and no me impact, So I wanted to ask a question before this one came, but that was connected to how, after discovering yourself, how to develop. So a brief one, maybe in a minute.
Okay.
Development of oneself.
Okay. Now, anytime I will be potential be woman, we describe that potential as a raw material.
Okay.
And every raw talent needs discipline.
It needs discipline.
In the science obey discipline. The talent and a potential na wenyan. Number 2, onipa biano edu babia, you have to come out with ideas. But ideas needs execution. Onipa bibira omo to me conceive ideas, but they don't execute the ideas. So whilst you turn your raw talent by disciplining yourself, then your ideas must also be executed. Then number 3, you have to develop passion.
Okay.
Whilst you develop passion, the passion needs structure.
Okay.
When say, oh yeah, younger, your friend is useful exuberance. You think, oh, vim na buy ye be, but vim no buy a structure senior here chuma. And sometimes you realize that there's a gap between the youth and the let me say adults. Debiano, youth in the person wait they say yen says, but you fancy there be Montumbo say, yen fancy as I say because passion needs structure. Then the last one I want to talk about is your dream. Every dream needs action. Every dream needs action. And he said, BBC when you saw a die song, there must be action. And the anya say and your vision in life, your dream, you are going to put it into action.
Put your dreams into action. Wow. Put your dreams into action. Coach.
Yes, sir.
In conclusion, then Abeka, before I go and read my comments.
Okay, I think I will talk about just 3 things.
Okay.
Discover what is inside you. Once you discover it, develop it. That is number 1. So DSL. The D is develop it. The S is share it. Then the L, leave it. Leave it in it. What we know.
DSL. Discover it. Share it.
You develop, you share, and then you leave it.
Okay. Wow. Timpacho sponsor ya me say 0244616963 0244616963. Develop, share, and you leave it. Now person will share coach 101, so I may say and so 020-843-8825 020-843-8825. Inia Eric say our coach is a mathematician too. We are enjoying the mathematics part. So my coach tell me and they say I'm not coach cloud 9. Felix say deep. So the things you're bringing out were very deep. Yeah, my gift to say this teaching is a deep and eye opener. God bless you, man of God, coach. I think we are learning a lot. I've seen a lot of them are quiet, but I believe they are learning in their quietness.
Yeah.
Don't let us waste this important topic, and also let us also share with others that together we can develop. Our time is up. We don't want to go beyond it. Next week we'll come away once again with something awesome, something powerful, something unique. So there be a Wednesday, Tuesday be a Nyamiadom, be before Eba. But I want you to also know some Mondays we come live with Lord, I believe in Patrol. Make sure say we'll be making time for our Monday events. Now, what's me are joining in. But we have a program coming up, a very wonderful program coming up, and that is Prophetic Encounter Season 1. Yes, Prophetic Encounter Season 1, and Eja Dato Gidi. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Monday, And I shall say, Timpacho, Monday, and Lord, I believe will not be coming, but we are replacing it with Prophetic Encounter Season 1. We have a seasoned prophet of God who's come to join our lead coach, who's also a prophet of God. And together, Prophet Johnny Dako, Tibu Dako. Yes, I think I can recall the name. Prophet John Tibu Dako. Yeah. And also Bible account. So they join forces and they give us Prophetic Encounter Season 1. Please don't miss out. It will be a blessing to you. So please, as we are learning these things, we balance the two. So prophetic number, then you play your part, develop yourself, make a mark, make an impact. Be remembered for something. Don't leave the world empty, though you came naked. So meet again next week. We say TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. See you next week for the programs we have ahead. Bye-bye.